Probably the hardest part about having to cremate your grandma is ignoring the screams for help. Now, she was a deeply religious woman. Used to make me go to church all the time. And before we go any further, I'd like just to take 1 second and share with you her favorite verse from Genesis. I can't dance. I can't talk. The only thing about me is the way that I walk. I can't dance. You don't get the reference, do you? You're in a land of confusion. Oh, man. So my wife and I are celebrating our 23rd anniversary this year. Thank you very much. To celebrate, we're taking a 1-week rafting and camping trip, which confuses all our family because she's terrified of bears and can't sleep outside at night, and I can't swim. So to help her out, I bought her one of those fancy weighted blankets, and to help me out, she got me a weighted life jacket. And I can tell some of you are looking at me and thinking, clearly you're a trophy husband. That was a little excessive. Thank you. What are some tips to holding down a good marriage? I'll tell you, there are 3 rules to a happy marriage. Rule number 1, you gotta still date each other. Like last night, I took her, what's that restaurant downtown where the rooty all the time? Stupid paper hat, Steak and Shake, thank you. And then we went axe throwing. Super fun, totally worth the band from Home Depot. Rule number 2, be a good listener, like me. While I'm here with you fine people tonight, she's gonna walk in her room, she's gonna find 40 folded paper swans on her pillow. Because I've listened to her. I've heard her complain for years about how he never gave her multiple origamis in the bedroom. Rule number 3. Have fun. Like, we have nicknames for each other, right? Like, her name's Kelly, I call her Kelly Bean. Isn't that cute? Yeah. She calls me the McDonald's ice cream machine because I'm always broke. So I got 3 kids, all girls. My house has seen more periods than the NHL playoffs. And Sydney's my oldest child. She just finished up her sophomore year at IU. Thank you. And the way she decided on college was I took her to a football team. She got down to 3 colleges. Indiana University, home of the Hurrying Hoosiers. Purdue University, home of the Boilermakers, and my alma mater, the Ivy Tech Community College, home of the Teen Mom. So I took her to an IU versus Purdue basketball game, and she heard the IU fans chanting, who's her? She liked that. Then she heard the Purdue Boilermakers chanting, boiler up! Then she heard the Ivy Tech students chanting, popcorn, peanuts, cold beer, popcorn, peanuts. Then there's Paige. She's my middle one. She just learned how to drive. And I got to tell you, that did not go so well. I spent 4 years in the military, got out, no mental issues whatsoever. I spent 5 minutes in a Nissan Sentra with Paige May, and I wound up with PTSD. Well, I can't look at mailboxes on the side of the road without pissing in my pants. It's true, she hit a few things. Parked cars, trash cans, a senior quiz class at the YMCA. Then there's Riley. She's my baby girl. She's still my kid at heart. Today she said, Daddy, will you play princesses with me? I can't tell her no. I said, of course, honey. So I made her clean the house and I took her sisters to a party. Not to brag on her, but I gotta tell you something. She placed 3rd in her 5th grade science fair this year. Which means I I placed third in a 5th grade science fair. Those of you with children will understand. Oh, goodness. No science fair. That's where you separate the poor kids from the rich kids, you know, like her best friend, Larissa. Her science fair project involved a Shetland pony. Riley's science fair project involved Wonder Bread. Oh. All right, so I was in the military. I served 4 years. Served from 92 through 96. And I served for the exact same reason that my grandfather and my father before me, to avoid prison. Now, my family's seen some of the most awful places in U.S. military's history. Normandy, Vietnam, New Jersey. And when I graduated basic training, we had a little tradition. They would give you nicknames, like my best friend, Tom Mitchell. He was a perfect 30 for 30, all headshots between the eyes. They nicknamed him Brain Buster and sent him to sniper school. It's pretty cool, right? Tom Wilkinson, he was an expert at hand-to-hand combat and explosives. They nicknamed him the Human Fragnado and sent him to ordnance school. I was fat and slow. They nicknamed me Decoy. And maybe a mine detector. Not like beep, 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 but okay. Click. Hold up. So I heard Russell talking earlier, giving all the other branches grief, and we veterans like to teach all the other branches, you know, with typical stereotypes. And I'll close with this, using the old cliche of throwing a tomato at a comedian. Now, the Army would give this tomato nomenclature like the M27 anti-comedian grenade, right? Now, where are my Army veterans at? All right, if you have one of these grenades on you, please don't throw it at me. You'll make a mess all over the stage. If you're in the Air Force, please don't throw it at me. You'll hit the person in the head in front of you. If you're in the Navy, please don't ask a Marine to throw it for you. And if you're a Marine, here's how you spell tomato. Guys, I've been riding